Alright, so I've been meaning to make this video for a while, because it keep crossed my mind, because I had a discussion with my bro about this. So, we was having a discussion about what Pokemon was pretty much the most unnecessary and was most bothered thing about them, and one particular come to mind, besides Charizard, that I feel like was completely overhyped. So, with that being said, with a little bit of content behind that, I decided to do like a complimentary, not compliment, yeah, I said complimentary, a list of most annoying Pokemon Pokemon that I feel like are just completely overhyped. Might receive some controversy about this, but who cares? So with that being said, I'm decided to do this one particular Pokemon from Gen 1 that is completely overrated and not even worth the trouble. And I feel like y'all will not guess what it is. So, with that being said, this yellow floating armadillo looking motherfucker is completely unnecessary. And the people that hyping this little motherfucker up is the same people that convincing I don't know how to say this. The people that hype up this Pokemon Abra are just convinced. You just pretty much convince yourself it was worth it. The game developers convince y'all that this motherfucker right here is worth getting. In reality, he is not. Let me explain. So, when you first encounter Abra from Gen 1, let's say Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, it is outside of Cerulean City in that little patch area right when you pass the Nugget Bridge, right? So when you encounter it, you don't think you have no knowledge of this thing whatsoever. So you don't think nothing of it. You do the little bit battle commence sequence, whatever, and you decided to try to weaken it. Mistake number 1. The moment you the moment you even try to even weaken it, it will do one or two things. It will teleport or it will fucking flee. And if you don't know what teleport is, it pretty much automatically flee from the battle unless you're battling somebody. So it's just pretty much a game of cat and mouse where you're just chasing this little fucker down trying to capture it. So you encounter it again. This time you just straight up decide to try to capture it. Another problem about this, there's a chance you might even miss the throw. So not only you have the chance of missing it not only you have the chance of it fleeing through teleport or just it fleeing, or the fact that the ball miss and it flee after that. Unless you're lucky that it doesn't flee after that. We still think this Pokemon's worth it? You probably think it's worth it because you went through the trouble of capturing it. Cool, alright. I can't argue with that. Phase 2, after you capture it, you have to train it. The problem about that is teleport will be the only move it would have. I will say that again. Teleport will be the only move that it has, so you can't really train it unless you have it in front of your party. Switch it out for your strongest party and do it that way. The only Pokemon that can have that excuse is Emerald, Snake, and Golden King, or Caterpie and Weedle, if y'all know how to say the reference. They are the only one that get a pass because they are the only Pokemon that's at the beginning they're like the beginning route Pokemon, so they get a pass. Abra doesn't. So when you somehow, and I forgot to mention, there's also a chance you might have Abra with 2 moves where it's not just teleport. But that's like a rare occasion for me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me that was a very rare occasion. So after you train it up to the point it evolved into a Kadabra, cool. Here's the final stage that you have to do to fully evolve Kadabra into Alakazam. You have to fucking trade it with somebody. Yeah, no, if you have people that also play the game and also have like a link cable, cool. But the people that doesn't, why do you thought this was a good idea? Explain, game developer. Explain, Game 3. Why do you thought this was a good idea? I had the trouble of trading with my fucking brother, and this little dickhead was fucking being a fucking bitch. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bro, I had to convince this motherfucker to trade. I had to convince this motherfucker for 4 days to trade fucking Kadabra with him. To the point that he finally did a trade, and he kept it in this fucking game because he refused to fucking do it. To trade it back, and I'm just like, where's my Kadabra? And bros never traded back to me. I literally had to like fight for the game back to get my Kadabra back. I hated that. I really hated that. It's like, alright, Kadabra is OP because at the beginning stage of Gen 1, the only thing that could really take out Kadabra, a psychic type, Alakazam, a psychic type, is a bug and a ghost type. And there's like a handful of bugs, but like only one particular ghost type you can take it on. That was Gengar. Unless you're looking at lore-wise, the ghost Marowak in the tower, but we're not gonna go there. And I get it. It's worth getting when it comes to stats wise, but at the same time, Abra is not really that good of a Pokemon. Really, you got to go through loops just to capture it, and the fact that you have to do that, you have to go through extra loops just to evolve it, it's just completely absurd. I don't know what to say to redeem this Pokemon besides, oh yeah, it's OP because it's a psychic type in Gen 1. Okay, I could just get a fucking Mewtwo. Well, no, let me not say it like that, because Mewtwo you don't get it until like the very end of the game after beat the Delete 4. I don't see Abra even worth getting. Like, I personally feel like it's just overhyped because people convince themselves that it was worth it by how much time and effort they put into evolving it to the final stage. I'm not even going to go into stats or mood lists. Like, I don't really care about that. Cause I was fine with my Squirtle, Nidoking, Magikarp, Scyther, Scyther. I'm not gonna say Lapras. Eevee, yes. I was fine with that. I didn't need a Kadabra. I don't know. It was completely unnecessary. Oh, no, wait. I think I have Moltres, because Moltres you encounter it in Victory Road, if I remember correctly. And Articuno, it was like just unopened, but that's neither here nor there. Kadabra, Abra, Alakazam. To the people that think you're worth all the effort to evolve you, capture you, especially around the early eras, man, y'all just convince yourself that he was worth it because all the effort y'all put into it. This motherfucker's not worth getting. You might as well get like a Jigglypuff or Fairy. At least you would have got that at the beginning. Well, at least at that point you could. Only thing you had to do was just get a fucking Moonstone that's in the cave to evolve it. No wait, Fairy was in Gen 2? No, it wasn't Gen 2. It was Gen 1. I'm not thinking straight. But that's just me. If y'all agree with my statement, cool. If y'all don't, that's fine too. But explain why you think Kadabra, I keep saying Kadabra, explain why you think Abra's even worth it. I need some bit of understanding of